Hey everybody, it's Kelly, Man Kelly, Philippine Adventure. How's it going out there, everybody? Sorry about the dog barking outside. Um, he does that occasionally. Today, woof woof. Today we are going to go over our expenses. Now, I want to get something really clear here before we begin. These expenses are to keep the house going. These aren't expenses to, including going to bars or to resorts or to the beaches, or these figures I have are to keep the house going. These are for the necessities of living here. Everything else is extra, okay? And they have gone up quite a bit. So we're going to get right into this here because there's a big jump in some of these here because of the COVID going on and everything else. We're going to start out with rent. Now, we, of course, have, most of you know, we have a two-bedroom, part of a triplex, like a duplex, but there's three of them. We have a private driveway with locking gates. We have on the back, we have what they call a wet kitchen or dirty kitchen, so you can cook outside and stuff like that. Of course, it's an overhang out back. That's where we do our laundry. And it's very nice. It's a quiet neighborhood, except for our dogs. Our dogs next door, they kind of just drive me nuts. So our rent for our place here, which we've been here for a few years now, is 8,000 pesos. Now that transfers into $159.74. Now our electric we get through what they call VECO here, and it's been going up pretty steadily now because of this whole COVID thing, and and I guess people not be able to pay because there's no work. So our electric here through VECO is 10,300 pesos, or $205.67. And our drinking water is out of the blue containers. And so we had to use 6 of those containers this month. If I'm right, it's 6 of them. But I know it comes to 90 pesos. So which is a $9.79 for six of those for drinking water. Now water out of our faucet is what we do our clothes. You can brush your teeth with it. I wouldn't exactly drink the water. I wouldn't drink the water, but you can do everything else, laundry, showering, and everything like that. That also went up, and the reason why that went up, usually it's around 500 pesos a month, but since we've been using before, I couldn't find anything to clean the water other than bleach for the swimming pool that we bought the kids, and so I was swapping out the water about every 3 days. If it starts to get a little dingy, I just dump it because I don't want to take any chances with health. So our water has gone up to 1,200 pesos, or $23.96. Now gasoline, we haven't put gasoline in Bluey since back in, I think it was March, and since we've driven it and using the air conditioning on it, it has gone down, of course. Well, we finally put gas in it a few days ago, and we put 1,000 pesos in it, or $19.96. Now, there's another gasol, Gasol, they call it here, which is propane. This is what we do our cooking on. That we had to refill this month also. That costed 820 pesos, or $16.37. Next is PhilHealth. Now, if you're coming to the Philippines, I can't even speak today. The Philippines, you need to have some kind of health insurance. My wife was able to get me on there when we were married a couple months ago. A couple years ago when we got married, she added me to her PhilHealth. That runs us 500 pesos a month, or $9.98. Now, you need to know that PhilHealth is very helpful. It was helpful when we had our son at the hospital, but it's only good for going to like the emergency room and stuff like that. If you go to a doctor down the street because you got a head cold or whatever, it doesn't cover it. It won't help you there. You have to pay full price. But even then, it's not too bad as far as price wise, so it's a give and take. So that is the PhilHealth. The next thing is groceries, the big one. Now groceries has gone up. Now that it's gone up not only because of the pandemic, but it's also gone up because well, we have family here. We have one, two, three, four more mouths to feed, and so it's going to go up. And so usually we put aside automatically, whether we don't just spend it as we go. What we do is we take every month, we take out a certain amount and we put it aside for groceries. So we usually take out 16,000 pesos. That's usually. This month we had to take out 20,000 pesos, which added up to $399.35. Now that also includes going to the grocery store and getting all the dry goods, and then going to the wet market where we get all our fresh vegetables, fresh meats, and stuff like that. So $399.35. And no, I don't live off of fish and rice. I eat everything I did back in the States. So people out there first joining us, that's going to be your response. Well, you have to live like you do if you do in the province. No, I don't. I eat just as well. Matter of fact, I eat the healthier because the food, the meats and the vegetables, they're all fresher. It's not processed. So that was the groceries. Now Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is important to me because I have to use it to, for my TV shows in English and stuff like that. Plus, doing this little thing. Our Wi-Fi is through PLDT, and we have fiber optics. Our fiber optics for download is 30 Mbps. I think it's how you say that. The upload is about the same. It takes me about 20 minutes to upload a 15-minute video to YouTube. So it's really not that bad. There's hardly any lag on it. But PLDT is our optic, our fiber optics Wi-Fi. We pay 2,400 pesos a month, and then that adds up to $47.93. Another baby Harley. Okay, so now we did have an extra, and I put it in this list for one reason. It's because without it, you can't stay here. Just like you need a place to live, you need food. Well, you have to have immigration. You have to pay your immigration fees. So we had to update my visa because I'm still under a tourist visa. They canceled all visas for we were applying for 13A visa. Now that immigration's open, we're in the process of trying to get that done. A 13A visa will allow me to stay here in the country without paying monthly fees. I'll just have a yearly fee, a one-time fee every year. And I think it's like 300 pesos. I think, I could be wrong about that, but I believe it's like 300 or 330 pesos, and that's to pay for your upkeep on your visa. And then you have to pay, I think, 500 pesos a year for your ACR card. So like less than 20 bucks a year to stay. I think that's right. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what I read. Okay, so immigration, I updated my extension. I had to get an extension on my visa. That cost 7,000 pesos or $139.77, and that's good. That's a 6-month extension, so I was lucky about that. So the grand total in pesos is 51,310 pesos or $1,024.55. Now again, let me make it very clear. This number, all these numbers I gave you are just for the house. This is just for living expenses only. Does not include travel, purchasing things over the internet, or purchasing extra stuff at the grocery store or anything like that. That is the basics for living in the house. I get a lot of people emailing me and saying there's no way you can have a house and family of so and so for under 1,000. Yeah, you can. You really can. It just all depends on what you do for fun. We enjoy going to the beaches. And I'm sure when we're able to travel, we will go to the beaches. I have no doubt we'll be going to the beaches and traveling and stuff like that. But that is a separate money you have to set aside for that. These are just our living expenses. That's it. So that is the living expenses for, what month is this? This is June. Yeah, this is June. These are the living expenses for June 2020. So there you go. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, and we're going to try to get some more videos from traveling as soon as we are able. Thanks for watching, and everybody out there, be safe. Bye bye.